First of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity of giving us this interview. Well, the first question will be, how many times have you played here in the Dominican Republic? With the Cocon residence, I know this is the fifth edition, but before this you have played here like 4 or 5 times, right?
In Punta Cana, you mean?
No, I mean in the Dominican Republic.
No, more often. I'm coming to play in the Dominican Republic. My first time was in 2001, and since that year I came every single year, sometimes twice a year. I think before that residency over here, man, I think 8, 9 times before Punta Cana, okay, and then I played in Puerto Plata, so like maybe 13, 14 times in total, something like that.
Okay.
Since over 10 years now.
Okay.
So I'm Dominican.
Yes. Why the Dominican Republic? What in particular caught you about caught your attention about this island? Anything in particular?
You know, for me, as European, that island is something else, okay? Because the first time when I came here, there was no scene for electronic music. They had around, I don't know, the party we did or where I played, they had maybe like 300 customers, not more. And I think on the whole island were maybe 300 people who were into that kind of music, okay, not more. And when I realized that, and some other friends of mine, okay, we tried to build those kind of music up and teach the people what's going on in electronic music, and yeah, try to teach them and try to build something on the island. That's why we start with that, okay? And yeah, the mentality from the people, from the whole island, the weather, the Caribbean, the beaches, you know, everything fits together like a puzzle. It's so beautiful over here, and it was in a way virgin, okay? And the options which are still here are amazing for me as a European, okay? So that's why we said, okay, come on, let's go to La Isla Bonita and build something up, okay?
Right. You have had the opportunity of share with many DJs. What is your experience with the openings Dominican DJs have done for you? What do you think about the level of Dominican DJs?
Oh, I played with, I think, I know, so for example, Carl Anton, he's a really nice guy and really good DJ. He always did a great job. For example, Louis, same, nice guy. He is doing his job really well, okay, because it's difficult to build up a night, and that's one of the important things, okay. If the DJ in front of you is not so good in building up a night, he can mess up the whole night, okay. So I'm totally happy with those guys, Carl Anton, Louis or Aldo, he's also a really good DJ. So these are the 3 names I remember from the last 10 years.
Okay.
So yeah, I think they do a really, really good job.
Yeah, that's very much to say of you remember about 3 DJs from
Oh yeah, because you know, they're nice guys, and it happens many times that I share a night with them together. I think I play with Carl Anton, I don't know, 2, 3 or 4 times. With Aldo also 2 or 3 times, and with Louis now it's the 5th or 6th time. So he's part of the family now.
Okay. Which do you think is your best presentation here, or which do you enjoy the most?
What do you mean? Which party or?
Which party do you think was the best?
In my mind?
Or maybe which you enjoy the most?
Honestly, every single party, from one party to the other, is something else, and I cannot say, I mean, from the last 10 or 12 years, every single party I had in the Dominican Republic was awesome. They were always special because those locations where I played, like Aldo's Finca, or I don't know the name of the river, close to San... Exactly, this one was also amazing. But 3 years ago, I met Gabriel, the owner of Jellyfish, because of a close friend of mine. His name is Jay, and he brought us together. And then I was the first time at Jellyfish, and I saw that place over here. And For me, honestly, this is the nicest spot in the Dominican Republic to do a party. Okay, so at the beach, beautiful restaurant, really open-minded people, and yeah, I think it's more special to build a venue up over here than in Santo Domingo, because in Santo Domingo now the scene is huge. You know, DJs like Tiesto, Carl Cox, and Paul van Dyke, they're going in and out every weekend. But to Punta Cana, or to bring people to Punta Cana, is difficult and special, so that's our mission.
It's more exclusive.
Exactly.
Yes, like yourself, underground.
And I think it's, I mean, if I would live in the capital, for me, I know that it costs more to join a party in Punta Cana than if it's somewhere in your own city. But, you know, those parties are really special, and we just do 3 the whole year, like in January, April, or now this time in March and in August. So I think it's enough time for the people to save money a few months in advance for the next party. So,
okay. How start the idea of doing a Cancun residence here in Jellyfish?
the idea came up 3 years ago, because that was the first time I played for Gabriel at Jellyfish. He did a party, and I was so impressed from the place, from the person Gabriel itself, from the restaurant, from all the people here in that area, and I thought this is the perfect spot to build a cocoon venue up, because in the Dominican Republic is like I said, in Punta Cana this is normal, in Santo Domingo it's normal that international DJs go in and out, but just a few of them make it to Punta Cana or to Bávaro, okay? And that part of the island is something else, because of the beaches, of the hotels, of the vibe and the energy which is around, okay? That's why.
Okay. Will it always be cocoon? Is there any chance maybe after you have run out of guests from Cancun, you could bring a guest from another label? Maybe your friend Pascal Feos, perhaps. It would be awesome to see you two play together.
Okay. For example, on Saturday, Butch, he's not from Cancun, okay? He's somebody who is producing since 2 years on a label called Cecile Records. So that guy Butch, that artist Butch, who is coming on Saturday to perform live here in Punta Cana, the first time in his life in front of audience, is he got nothing to do with Cocoon. So
I thought he was Cocoon.
No, he's not. You know, that's the last 4 or 5 parties we had just Cocoon artists like Toby Newman, Tony Rios, or Dinky. For example, Roman Flügel, he's a close friend of mine. He got nothing to do with Cocoon. Okay? So when we start the residency over here, for me the important thing is when I bring a DJ or an artist over, it has to be somebody which is quality-wise on a high level, and you know, the thing I got with him, like, because it's not only a gig where you go in and out, we share some days together, you know, and it has to be someone which is apart from the family or relaxed and understand what's going on. The close, Butch is not a close friend, but he's somebody I really respect, okay? Production-wise, I met him once or twice, he's a nice guy, and that's why we said, okay, come on, let's bring him over this time. And I told him, like, because for me, he's one of the best producers since the last 2 years, honestly. Yeah. I played, I think, every single record from him, and that's why I told his manager, like, okay, I want to have Butch on our Cocoon party in the Dominican Republic, but not as a DJ, just as a live act. Because I know he never did that before. And I think his music, for me, fits perfectly to that kind of vibe. You have the beach, sun, you know, open air. That's that kind of feeling I have when I listen to his music. So that's why I said, okay, if that is possible and he agreed with that, then we book him. So I'm really happy that he's coming over and that he's playing the first time in his life live in front of people. And like the premiere now is the Dominican Republic, man. You can be really proud.
Really, really proud. We hope to see a very good.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yes. What about your productions? We have heard a very nice EP you had with Sante in 2011. Are you cooking something, anything new for 2012?
After that release with Sante on Cocoon Recordings, another one came out on Cocoon Recordings. It was a compilation called Dots and Pearls. And there's a track for me with another project I have called Tres.
Yes, I have heard about that.
Yeah, with two friends of mine. And that's the latest release I got so far. And at the moment I'm sitting with Sante in the studio and we're creating a new album. And this is going to be released hopefully in summertime on Cocoon Recordings.
Okay.
That's the deal.
What other interesting events or festivals you have planned for this year?
Well, there's so many of them because Europe is a festival country. Okay? There are so many and
maybe
also,
the best.
Okay, you mean the best?
The best you think you will be playing this year?
It's always
what are you expecting?
You know, I'm playing at so many festivals the whole year over, especially in summertime, that it's really difficult and unfair to say this is the best because they're all good, okay, and they're all different because of the locations, of the people, you know, but for example, there's one in Germany called Sun, Moon and Stars. That's the English translation from it, okay? And this is a festival which is from a Friday night to a Sunday daytime, and it's running the whole weekend, and they have like 100,000 people, and they have, I think, 5 tents, and every single tent fits 2,000 or 3,000 people. And then they have 5 main stages, or 3 in total, where they fit like maybe 15,000 people, and bands like Kraftwerk, Massive Attack, and some others play live there. Okay, so this is one which is really, really nice, and I'm really looking forward to play there. For example, and we also start to do Cocoon venues in South America. So this year we're gonna have an on stage at Creamfields in Sao Paulo, I think. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen this year. This is also one I'm looking forward to.
I have two final questions. Aside from the exclusivity of the tracks and the quality of the sound, when a DJ uses vinyls instead of a digital setup, why do you prefer play with vinyls still in 2012?
Okay, because I know that vinyl is really special and really unique, okay? In these days with iPads, laptops and whatever, the technology is so fast that I totally understand that kids growing up and like that music, for them it's easier just to buy a laptop, download the music from the internet and go for it, okay? But I'm that kind of DJ, I'm in that scene since 20 years and I started with vinyl and I will die with vinyl, okay? I try to keep it alive. And the sound from vinyl is analog and not digital, and I think it sounds different.
Yes.
And I like the analog sound, and for me it's something like, you know, it's like if you go to a bakery and buy your bread, and then you know that guy, you know, he did it with his own hands, and that's something special for me. And I know that the people love to see, or are more attracted to see somebody who's using vinyl because it's more interaction, you know?
Yes.
Than to sit in front of a laptop and click, 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 and you know, for me it's something else. That's why I try to keep it alive and try to, how can I say, you know, the newer generation to try to show them like, hey, listen.
Understand the philosophy, maybe.
Exactly, you know.
I'm totally agree with you. I mean, I think vinyl is a real thing.
Vinyl is the real shit, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, for me too. I know it's hard to find because, you know, even in Frankfurt, in my city, in Germany, we just have one record store where I get my new stuff from. It's difficult because at these days it's difficult to sell records to customers, and it's difficult to find them, okay, to buy them. So I totally understand that, especially the younger generation, for them, they don't have that much money, you know. I mean, to buy a record, one single record is around $12 or $13, and to download a track is about $2, okay. So, you know, for them it's easier to go that way. I'm okay with it, but, you know, like I said, I'm an old school DJ, like Maite showed us her, don't know, he was in the office. Some people use iPads to make notes for their appointments. I'm that kind of guy. I use a piece of paper and a pen, write it down.
Okay, I totally understand you. Other thing, I love when you put out the next vinyl and you show it like, you know, it's another thing. Well, my last question would be, what is your advice to the Dominican, the local scene, local DJs of can we grow this that we have? Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, what would be your advice? What do you have to say to the local scene and the local DJs?
You know, the only thing I don't want to advise.
Maybe what can you say?
You know, the only thing I can say is, I think the Dominicans, I hope they realize what a person like me, or also some others which I work together with, like Gabriel from Jellyfish, what we try to bring them here, okay, try to create over here. I mean, it's so special, and it's so, you know, to bring DJs like in March, Sven Bitt, that he's coming over to play here, is something really your island and the people from your island can be proud of, okay? Because he got so many options, he can play everywhere in the world where he wants, okay? And a friend of mine, he told me, like, you know what, Frank, the Dominican Republic is just a fucking piece of rock in the middle of nowhere. And I don't agree with him, I know how small it is, but for me, this island is something else. The people are so fucking friendly and you know, open-minded with a big heart, and that's why the most people from my friendship say, man, Frank, you're almost Dominican, okay? This is your second home. And I feel like, because since 12 years I'm coming once or twice every single year to the island, and yeah, we try. I just hope that the people realize how much work and how much passion I try to put in that island to build up something new here in that area in Punta Cana for all those people from the capital or Las Terrenas or whatever, okay? So this is the hot spot, hopefully, for the next few years.
And I think you will do it, and we're going to try to put something else on that as a magazine that we're growing up. So I have no words to thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Honestly, I'm so happy that you guys start with a magazine like that to give people information, you know, because of course they can get their information from the internet, but I think a magazine is also like a record, you know, it's something which you have in your hands, which you cannot with one click delete. It's something you know,
you can see,
can see it, and there's so much passion in it, like putting all those like reportages and pictures together. You know, it takes a while, it takes some time, and this is something special, I think, and it's so important for the island, for the people, that you guys do something like that. So I have to thank you for that, and please don't stop to give them good information and try to be, always, you know, on the hot spots or know what's going on. Don't stop with that.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're really welcome.